Hey everyone, Jalen here. Welcome to my channel, and if you haven't done so already, take a second to subscribe now. And there you go. And so today we'll be filming how you can achieve this dusty rose pinkish look. And so if you're interested in learning how to achieve this look, stay tuned. And so now I'm prepping my brows to be trimmed and cleaned up, and you see I'll be going back and forth between a spoolie brush, which is the brush that looks like the mascara wand, and a pair of tweezers and a pair of eyebrow scissors to shape up my eyebrows, because you saw in the last video they looked crazy. So in the first clip you saw me putting a pomade on my eyebrows, and that was simply edge control, just so that I can lay my hairs flat and so that they're more manageable when I'm trying to shape them, because my eyebrow hairs are curly. They can sometimes get in the way of me trying to cut and shape them. And so here I'm just going in with the scissors and cutting my eyebrows down just a little bit because they're a little bit too long. And then you'll see I'm going to go back and forth with the tweezers and the spoolie to continue to clean my eyebrows up. And you can see that I'm progressing. My eyebrows are getting some shape to it now. And now I'm just filling them in and continuing with my everyday brow fill process. And so I'm just outlining my brows and making sure that I'm correcting the color that I want it to be, and filling in the tail prior to outlining that bottom half. My eyebrows are very thick in the front and then they kind of disappear in the end. That's why I like to fill the tail in a little bit first so that, you know, my outline isn't too crazy. And then going in with the spoolie to clean up and to blend the pencil. Okay, and so now I'm cleaning up my eyebrows with concealer, and this is much better and cleaner than my previous video when my brows were not done. And as you can see, you know, it's way easier to clean and shape up. And now I'm just blending out that concealer. As you can see, the concealer is much lighter than my skin tone, and so blending is key. Blending is actually the most important part of doing your makeup, in my opinion, and so you really just have to put in that work. Continue blending, making sure that there's no harsh lines, so that when you apply your foundation, everything is seamless. Continuing, I'm priming my eyes for eyeshadow with NYX's Eyeshadow Primer, and this allows the color to pop. My eyes are pretty dark, and so when I'm applying shades, I want them to actually show. And so I am transitioning with a brown shade, and for today's look, I'm using the Chocolate Bar palette by Too Faced, and I am just creating a transition between my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. And I'm deepening that shade with a darker brown. And so now I'm going to be using a dark plum shade on my lid, and I'm just packing that on. And that was my base for this here metallic shade. And this is coming from a eyeshadow palette that I got from Forever 21. And now I'm brightening up my tear duct with a more shimmery whitish pearl shade. Next, I line my eyes, and I'm using liquid eyeliner by LA Colors. And I apologize in advance because I tried to record this entire process, but as I got closer to my tear duct, my face was lower than the camera, and so you didn't even see any parts of my eyes while I was doing this. So I'll post a video and I'll do a tutorial on how to do your winged eyeliner. And after that, I just coat my lashes with mascara, and this is Maybelline's Great Lash. Next, I'm tight lining my lower lash line using just a regular black eyeliner pencil. And I'll be blending that out with the same purple shade that I placed on my lid, which you see in this clip coming up next. Here it is, blending out that lower lash line. And now to the fun part, the foundation. I'm applying my MAC face and body foundation, and this is a very low coverage but buildable to medium coverage type of foundation. I like it because it doesn't take away from my skin. And I'm blending it out with a beauty blender, damp of course. And as you can see, the blending process can be a little long, but it's worth it. And now I'm going in and highlighting my face using my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. And so now I'm just blending out that highlight. And like I said, this is the most important part and the most important step to applying your makeup if you want a flawless look, okay? You have to blend. I cannot stress that enough. You have to blend. If you don't blend, you wasted your time doing your face. And that's the truth. If you don't blend, you should have never did your face at all. You should have been natural. But enough of me chatting. Here I'm just baking my face a little, even though I don't prefer baking. I prefer just patting on the powder. Today I decided to do it because this powder that I'm using doesn't have the strongest hold, and so I wanted to, just make sure that my makeup will stay in place, because my under eye and other areas can be very oily, especially my upper lip. And so I'm really manipulating that beauty blender so that I can put enough powder on my face and then take away if I see that it's too much. So if you see here, I put a little bit too much in this clip, and so I'm going to manipulate the beauty blender so that I blend it out really well so that there's no sharp lines. And clearly I'm just going in with this powder, but you'll see. And what I love about makeup is that you can really add your own touch. So if you feel like this is too much powder, then you can stop wherever you feel most comfortable and then continue on with the next steps. But with doing your makeup, it's all about what you think looks right, and that's the fun part. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. As long as you look good, in your opinion, that is all that matters. And so now for me to look good, I gotta snatch these cheeks, okay? My face is very round, and so I need to contour. So right now I'm bronzing using my Holy Grail Max blush in the shade Blunt, and I use Blunt just as a base for my actual contour. This is a bronzing step, but I use it so that when I actually use a dark shade to contour, it's not so harsh on my skin and I can easily blend it out. Now this isn't a contour palette, it isn't contour powder, it's actually an eyebrow powder shade that I'm using that came in a palette that I bought from a regular makeup store, and it actually doesn't have a name, or maybe it's so old that the name came off, but I don't know it, but it's just a dark brown shade. And I like it because it's very rich in tone, and so you see how it really defined my cheeks. And I'm just contouring my whole face, my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, my chin, everything. And like I said, when you do this makeup, you gotta put in that work, you gotta blend. So now I'm just snatching my nose, and you'll see I may snatch it a little bit too much, so I have to calm it down just a little, so I go in later to blend it out. And I don't know what I'm doing here, but when you're doing your makeup, it should be fun. So like I said, I'm just blending out my contour in my nose so that it's not as harsh. And I'm blending out some more, smoking out that bottom lash line. And next, I'm just going to go in with my mascara on my bottom lash line just to define those lashes. This can get very messy, so be careful. Now just dusting away any excess powder from the baking process, and you'll see in this next clip that I'm going to deepen my draw underneath that contour just to define my cheeks a little bit more, but I didn't want it to be too harsh. That's why I didn't do it while I was baking. And now just making sure everything is blended out correctly in the way I want it. And next I'm just making sure everything is blended once again and making sure everything is seamless. That seems to be my favorite word during this video. Now I'm applying blush and my highlight, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sundipped Glow Kit in Bronzed. And now I'm just highlighting the bridge and the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. Now the bridge of my brows. Everywhere, okay? You need to just be glowing everywhere. Not too much, just enough. And I'm blending it out just so that it's not too crazy. You know, I like to be glowing, but not glistening, not disco balling it. And now I'm just lining my lips with a regular brown pencil. And then I'm just going to overline that outline I just did with a dark purple shade. And then I'm going to fill it in with a more rose, dusty rose shade by NYX. And if you like this look and enjoyed this video, please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Also, I would love if you guys commented any recommendations you have for future content. And just like that, until next time, see you later. Calm the nose down a tad, just a tad. You know, because her nose comes a little strong. But it ain't that bad because I'm already brown. You know? Because some people, they contour their nose and they be like, boom, boom. Mine is like, smack. Nah, boom, boom. Nah, left jab, right jab. Well, I definitely jab first with my right hand, but say left. So let me shut up. Now we look better. True.